Today we're going to be doing a tier list. We're going to be ranking all of these supercars in Grand Theft Auto Online. We've got 30 folks in here. Everybody has a different supercar. So hopefully when we get to one on the tier list, we'll be able to show you guys an in-game example as well. It's an 811 right here. You know what I'm saying? This is a clean build too. This is nice. I like this. The 811, I think the 811 is one of the OGs. It was the fastest car in the game. It still keeks up. I think we put this bad boy in A tier, bro. This is what we're gonna do. As time goes on, we'll have to kind of move these around and adjust things as time goes on, but we'll kind of throw them in there and see where they land as it starts. I wanna make sure that I kind of even these out as well. So there's gonna be some cars in D tier, man. Okay, there's gonna be some D tiers because we definitely got some S tiers, right? Next up, we got the Adder. Do we have an Adder? We do. We gotta give it some nostalgia points, but it is actually a terrible car. But being $1 million and being low key some trash currently in today's game, I'm gonna have to put the Adder up here, man. Next up, we have the Autark. Do we have an Autark here? No Autarks here. The Autark is a very unique looking vehicle. I'm thinking the Autark doesn't have incredible handling though. I think for the Autark, I think I'm gonna give this B tier. I'm really between B and C. So I don't think this is gonna stay very high on the B tier list. I think we'll leave it on B for now. Banshee 900R. I don't think we have one here. I'm pretty sure we don't have a Banshee. I remember looking earlier. The Banshee 900R I like a lot, but I think that's a little bit of my own personal bias there. Wait, no, we do have one. We do have one. Very clean. I like a little race build. The Bullet. I brought a Bullet. I think I'm gonna put this in C tier. It may get moved. I like it. I think it's a cool car. I think it is before Rockstar was really going crazy with the copyright infringement. So it doesn't look as much like a 4GT as it would if it was released today. We'll give it a C. Well, this may change though. This may change. Champion is in D tier. I don't think it looks that good. It doesn't drive that well. Next up, we have the Cheetah. I'm gonna be honest, the Cheetah, I think has kind of some iconicness to it because it was a car that's been in the other games. But I'm gonna put it in C tier. I'm gonna put it below the Bullet though. I am gonna put it below the Bullet. The original Cyclone. We better not have one of these here. Is there one here? I might blow it up if I see one here. Just kidding a little bit. I'm only like a little bit kidding. Like maybe still being serious. D tier. Easy D tier, bro. Electric supercar, damn near Z tier. Now, Coal Cyclone 2 gets a C tier. Only because it's really fast. And at the airport with the HSW boost, it is unfortunately unbeatable by most cars. Whatever, all right? That's the highest we're gonna see an electric car today, okay? This is an electric car hate account, and you can cry about it. The Vest 8. The Vest 8 strikes fear in the hearts of children. It's very good in races though. That's the only thing. Like, I think it's a really ugly car, but it's incredible in races, and it has at least uniqueness to it. It's the only car that looks like how it looks. I'm gonna give it a very, very low B tier. Everybody in the B tier will be above this car. This is the bottom of the B tier. Emirates, immediate S tier. And if anybody has a problem when we put the Emirates in the S tier, I need you to come on down so we can fight. Best car for racing and it has good looks. The Emirates is easy S tier. I'm not even gonna I really don't even want to argue with anybody about it. Entity XF. We have one of these because I was gonna bring one and I couldn't because we already have one. Y'all say A tier? Wow, this is out of all the ones we've had so far, I don't think y'all have been as unified in your rating as you are with this one. A tier? I don't think it's A tier. It was the best race car when it was added. That's true. Okay, so this is the other entity that came out shortly after it. This is the Entity XXR. The Vest 8, y'all. Maybe I'll cut that up and put it in the right spot. And he's mad about it too. This is clean. I like this. This is a really nice purple. You got that Epsi? You got that Epsi? I was looking everywhere except right next to me, bruh. I think high B is good though, man. ETR1. I think this might be in D tier, y'all. I think it's cooler than the Champion. And it's better than an electric car, but it absolutely deserves to be in the D tier. Okay, let's move on. Next up, we have the FMJ. The Sun was in I'm gonna give this one a C tier. I'm gonna put it between the bullet and the. Now I'm gonna actually put it between the. Put it right here. This is where I think things may get a little bit controversial. Okay. Next up, we have the Grotti Furia. I don't think it looks that cool though. I think it looks more futuristic than it is. I think I'm willing to put this. I'm gonna put this in low B. Next up, we have the Progen GP1. Give me one good reason not to put this in the S tier, bro. Somebody give me one good reason. Now, this is my dream car in real life, so I am unbelievably biased because this is the closest I'll ever get to owning one of these. Somebody is gonna inevitably scroll to the end of the video and see what the final tier list is, and they may have some questions, comments, and concerns. So we're gonna consider this an S tier, not only because I personally love that car, but because I want to see if I can bait anybody out. This is a good one too. I think mine's the same color. Mine is probably almost the exact same color. That's crazy. I probably bought it from you, bro. Looks just like that's what I'm saying, bro. This is a iconic car, bro. That's not even a rage bait S tier. I think that's a legitimate S tier, bro. And if that invalidates my credibility, so be it. Okay, we have the Ignis. Now this is the car that I was gonna bring, but this gentleman made it to his parking spot faster than I could, so that disqualified me, and I had to get a different vehicle. This is nice. I like this car a lot. It handles really well. It's got really good speed. This isn't actually, these two that are in A tier right now, one of them is here for pure 1000% nostalgia. The other one is here for like 30% nostalgia, 70% being the fastest car in the game for a long time, right? This is an actual true A tier car in my opinion. This one will get moved down at some point, but it ain't gonna get moved down far. Let's see though. The Infernus. This car is not that good. I think it looks cool. I think that's it. I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna put this one in C tier above the Bullet. We're looking at the Italy GTB and the Italy GTB Custom. I'm re-recalling what the customization is like. We probably could have left these as the same, bro. I'm not gonna lie. When I think about Benny's, I think more so about the actual Benny's upgrade. Because I like the ability to have some extra customization, but it actually doesn't really add much to the car. Benny's version gets a slight boost over the other one. Really, it's a money pick. The Krieger's in S tier. The question is where? I think it might be above S tier. There's no question about that. The question is it above or below the Emirates? I think I'm gonna put it below the Emirates. Because the Emirates, I believe, is slightly faster if you actually know how to drive. And I think the Emirates looks better as well. The LM87. LM87 to me is really cool because it's a one-seater. It's got incredible handling still to this day. We got some food delivered, so the dog is barking at the doorbell. It's just wrong. I'm not willing to put it above the Adder. I just can't do it, man. So we're gonna do the same thing we did with the Italy GTB. We're gonna actually package these bad boys up together. Okay, we're looking at the Nero. Okay, thank you. I'm thinking low B. What y'all think, man? I'm thinking low B. We've got the Pegassi Osiris is right here. Now he ran into a little bit of a little bit of trouble on his way up here. Okay, ran over an old lady or two, but listen, the car looking clean. Car's looking clean. What we think? Performance is not great. Price is really high. You don't really get that much for what you're buying. I think I'll put this. I'm gonna put this low B. We'll put this below the. I think this one goes below the what's it called? Okay, next up we have another one that I think is going to be low rated. We do have one here. We're talking about the Predator, or I'm sorry, the Penetrator. Predator is crazy. How y'all feel about the, this is a clean version of it. I'll say that. Y'all know what a suppository is? Type a 1 in the chat if you know what a suppository is. This gives me suppository. I gotta do it, I gotta do it, I gotta do it. Somebody's gotta be D tier, bro. Somebody's gotta be in D tier, man. It's called the Penetrator for a reason. Everybody that doesn't know what a suppository is like, what are they talking about right now? Insane. All right, next up, we have a car that I think is pretty cool. The RE7B. Now, this was a race dominator for a very, very long time. Incredible handling, unique styling. I think I put it like right here on B tier. Leo, thank you very much for the gifts, gang. I appreciate you for the gifts, my boy. I think this is gonna be, I think low B. Next up, we got the Reaper. I actually don't like this car, and it has basically no customization. This that you've seen done to it, where he painted it and he changed the wheels and the wheel color, that's the customization. That's it. This is a clean car. I like the way this looks. For this car, this is a clean car. Rocket Voltic. Now, I like this car a lot because of the games it's involved in and the mayhem and the fun that it enabled during its time of being released. Because this is before there was a lot of rocket style vehicles, right? This is way before a lot of that. I'm pretty sure this is the first boost car. So I think for that perspective, I think it should get a little bit of a bonus. But it's not that good outside of that. It's a fun vehicle. I think when we're talking about just fun factor, S tier. We're talking about just looks, down here. So I think it finds its way here in the middle. S80RR. Where do y'all put this one? I'm curious because I personally don't like it as much as the 87, but I like it more than the RE7B. I'm hearing mid B, B, top of B, bottom B. It sounds like we're in agreement that it's on B. Answer, yes. Okay. I had to go with sometimes I gotta just go with your gut, man. You gotta just go with your gut, go with your heart. Okay. This is what I've been waiting for this whole time, okay? We need more cars in the D tier, and I can't think of a better candidate. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. When I was thinking about who would end up in D tier, this is the first car that came to mind. I'm willing to put this at the bottom of D tier, only above an electric car, because this is an electric car hate account. That's it. That's the only reason it's even there. It would honestly, truly belongs below it, bro. What's the letter stand for? You talking about the SC1? I don't have any idea. Some crap. Super crappy. Scramjet is S tier, bro. Scramjet gotta be S tier, bro. How are we not putting the Scramjet in S tier, bro? Water magnet, bro. That's propaganda, bro. I think I'm gonna say fuck y'all. I'm leaving that joint in S tier, bro. I'm leaving that bad boy in the S tier, gang. It's more fun than all of these vehicles combined, bro. This is by far the most fun car on this list. We talked about the Rocket Voltic. The Rocket Voltic can't fly, bro. This is the most fun car on this list, period. I refuse to go lower than S tier. Locked in. Technically, the Karen RS is a supercar. That's our next one I want to talk about. I think it's better. I don't think it's better than the FMJ, in my opinion. What y'all think? JDM slander propaganda, low C tier? It's got to be low C tier, bro. Talking about, I don't know how I made it just being a supercar. And I feel like if this was just a sports car list, this would be way higher up, bro. All right, let's do the Zentorno while we're here thinking about it. Yeah, I don't care, bro. I'm leaving the Zentorno in S tier, bro. I don't care. T20. I just wouldn't feel good about this list if I put the Zentorno and the Zentorno and the T20 out of the S tier, bro. You got the pea green too, bro. Okay, next up we have the Taipan. Where are we putting the Taipan? I feel like the Taipan is kind of low. I feel like the Taipan is giving me C tier vibes. I think I'm willing to put this here. Actually, no. I think it's worse than the. I think it's worse than the Sultan. Next up we have the Tempesta. I know we have a Tempesta too. I actually like the Tempesta. I think the Tempesta is really cool. I'm gonna put this here, but I do feel confident putting it here. I feel pretty good about this pick. All right. This is what we needed right here, y'all. This is what we needed. We needed another one of these. Tesseract, high D for the Tesseract. Do I have any arguments against high D for the Tesseract? I think the only redeeming quality about the Tesseract is the wheels. Next up, we have the Thrax. I think the Thrax is pretty cool. See, we've reached a critical moment here where we have to choose between actual performance, customization, overall looks versus nostalgia, and I refuse to let nostalgia win. All right, Tiguan. What do y'all think for the Tiguan? Tiguan. I think that's the Tiguan is Volkswagen or something. I think it's like mid. I think it's mid B tier. Next up, we got the Toreo XO. I think this is an incredible car. Super fast, super clean. We got one right here too. Super fast, super clean, really nice stock wheels, pretty solid customization. I think if somebody were to ask me one supercar, I got money for one supercar and I only want to buy one ever, I think the Tornado XL is a hard one to beat, man. I think that's a hard one to beat for that spot, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Imaggio is right here. What are we thinking for the Imaggio, y'all? I feel like the Imaggio, I think high B tier is probably a good spot for it. It could low-key be low A though. I think it's pretty clean. The thing that I dislike about this car, the interior and the exterior color are tied, so you can't have a mismatch interior color. I don't know if I should like make that really affect the rating. I don't think that should affect the rating. That doesn't sound like a real reason to affect rating. The red guts would be nuts, bro. And that's the thing, like when you do red one, now you have red guts on a red car. It's insane, bro. It's insane. I don't understand what the thought process was there. Or if there was a thought process, I'm not sure. Talking about the Turismo R. It's free. What's the C tier? Markio says D tier. I don't think it's worse than, I think it belongs right here. I think it belongs right here in the C tier. Next up, we have the Overflawed Tyrant, which I know we have one of. This is the biggest supercar in the game. Look at how damn big this is. Big ass vehicle, bro. This is a big ass vehicle. Mr. Fire, what's going on, gang? Yeah, I'm already here, bro. I'm thinking we'll put this bad boy right here. Put that bad boy right there. BBL supercar, insane. Next up, we have the Tyrus. I'm thinking mid B. I'm thinking I like it better than the Deveste. We have the Vaca. Vaca, I feel like the Vaca is, I think the Vaca is here, bro. I think the Vaca goes right next to this one, man. I feel like they're both pretty middle of the road, man. Pretty middle of the road, not super fast, not a ton of customization, not super great handling. Kind of just a car you buy to have in a garage and, you know, in amongst a collection of other cars, you know? Hard, bro. Oh yeah, I am blind. Damn. I walked past this car like 5 times. And I think, to be honest, in my own defense, I think this kind of proves my placement. To the background just a little bit, man. Next up, we have the Wagner. I'm very tempted to put this at the bottom of S. Let me put this right here in A for a second. I think this is actually a good spot for the Wagner. I think this is a good spot because I don't think it's as good as I don't think it's as cool as the T20. We got the Wagner. Next up, we have the Vazone. I feel like Vazone is C tier, bro. I'm gonna put that bad boy right here. These to me are all right on the same tier. All right, moving on. We got the Voltic, no rocket. I think this is a very uneventful looking vehicle. I think this can go top of C tier. Got another absolute dumpster tier vehicle. Talking about the X80 Proto. I think it's actually worse than the SC1, but it's not electric. So we'll give it a little bit of a boost. It's not electric. This is an electric car hate account, if you didn't hear that. XA21. XA21 belongs, dare I say it? No, it's not better. It's not better than either of these two. I think high A is a good spot. I was about to go crazy. The Xeno is another very forgettable vehicle to me. I think it belongs right here with the with these other ones in the middle of C. Although it is pretty fast. It is pretty fast. I think this section right here, low B, high C, this is the forgettable tier. We got the Zaruso. Seeing this, I think it belongs right here next to the Xeno, bro. I think these are two fairly forgettable cars. Let's talk about a Conus Egg. This is a clean build. This is a clean build. I ain't gonna lie, I might need this one, gang. I might need this one, man. This better not be a 1-on-1, man. It's about to be a 2-2, man. I need this one, bro. Conus Egg. I think I'm going to put it here. I don't like it as much as the XA21, but I definitely like it better than the Thrax. The Virtue is it's electric, but it's free. So I feel like that automatically makes it at least C tier, despite it being an electric car. It is an electric car, but I think it's the best electric car in the game. So I'm gonna give it a low B. The Pipistrello, I feel like belongs right here in the extremely boring ass section of the C tier. Dog shit. How do we feel about this list, man? Do we feel like we need to move anything? I feel like it's pretty balanced. I think S tier should be the smallest tier. S tier, in my personal opinion, this is my little rant about tiers, like tier lists in general. I told you guys earlier, I'm a tier list demon, okay? I haven't made a ton of tier lists. I haven't made any tier lists. It's my first tier list, but I watch a ton of tier lists. I feel like the best tier lists are like a bell curve, right? Not a ton at the S tier, not a ton at the D tier, and a lot more in the middle. I think our list well emulates that fact, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars in the S tier, 7 cars in the D tier, okay? A tier, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And this C tier has more than 10. I think this is a pretty good balance, man. I think this is a pretty good balance. I think this is pretty definitive. I think this is unarguable. I think I'd be willing to fight over at least I think the most important tiers are the S tier and the F tier. We did a ranking of every single supercar in Grand Theft Auto Online. I'm gonna give you guys the highlights for TikTok because I know you guys don't like watching long videos. The long videos on the other app. In the S tier, we have, in order, Terreo XO, Progen Emirates, Benefactor Krieger, the Scramjet, Progen GP1, Zentorno, and the T20. That is our S tier. Those are the 6 best supercars in this game. If you have somebody you like to argue with, it's got to be somebody else. I'm not arguing. This is inarguable. This is guaranteed, signed, sealed, delivered. Okay? Lock that in. All right, now let's go down to the D tier. Actually, I don't like D tier. I'm gonna call this the F tier. All right, we just now live for the TikTok, we've updated this to the F tier. We have the Tesseract, we have the Suppository, we have the possibly one of the ugliest cars I've ever seen in my life. J Money, what's going on, gang? How you living? We also have the Champion, terrible. The SC1, terrible. The X80 Proto, which is probably the ugliest car in this game. However, this is an electric car hate account, so I had to leave an electric car last. The original Cyclone.